Hey, guys. We are back for another steamy video. Man, when I tell y'all this video right here gonna have y'all gagging. Oh my God, it's gonna be gagging. This is gonna be a gag type of video. All right. I don't know why this is such a messy Friday. Our video before this one gave a lot of tea. And baby, this one right here gonna have y'all falling out your seat gagging. So let's go ahead and get into it, honey, because everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock it out. If I have time to go live again, because there's so many things going on tonight, Friday's news is booming. So we're going to try to go ahead and give you guys as much news as we can. I'm not planning to go nowhere. I literally just washed my hair and tied my hair up in my silk scarf. So I'm in for the night because I got to get my hair done tomorrow and I'm super excited. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and push this news out to you guys. All right. So yes, everything I said in this video or that I'm going to say is alleged. All right, let's go ahead and get on into it. First topic, honey, we're gonna go ahead and knock this Braxton news out. Well, let me see. Let's go ahead and get these two topics out first. With Eddie Osefo, because we got an update on him. So let's get Eddie Osefo, which is Wendy Osefo's husband, out the way first. All right, because we haven't heard from him, but Wendy's been responding after this whole fraud situation between the two of them came out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it popping. We are on subscribers only mode tonight. All right, we are on subscribers only mode. All right, thank you guys in the bushes. Let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all ready? Thanks for being here, Cassandra D. I see you, love. Thanks for popping in. All right, let's get into it. So according to The Girls Are Fighting, it says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Eddie Osefo hires Clinton and Lewinsky attorney. Y'all remember Monica Lewinsky, all right, and Bill Clinton, that whole situation, child. The oral office is what I call it, honey, where some jawbone action was going on. We'll say it that way. Thomas Murtha, okay, to defend him against the insurance fraud cases, child. Okay. So it said Eddie Osefo, husband of Dr. Wendy Osefo, has officially hired powerhouse attorney Joseph Murtha, the same lawyer who worked on cases tied to Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Ooh, child. That's going to be juicy. Now, saying that according to U.S. Weekly, that Wendy and Eddie were arrested October the 9th for insurance fraud, conspiracy, and making false statements after allegedly claiming luxury items as stolen that were later found in their home. All right. So Eddie's new lawyer is not playing, and he's already demanding prosecutors hand over all witness names and asking for all charges to be dropped due to issues with the case. All right. Now, we already heard this from Wendy when she came forward to say, hey, I want to see all the tapes. I want to hear all of the witnesses. I want all, lie detector tests that anyone may have taken. I want all of that turned over, and I want this case dropped immediately. So the police was like, hell no, we going to pursue this, and y'all ass is going to jail. All right. So it said, meanwhile, Wendy's filing says that she wants her trial separated from her husband's and insists that she is innocent. Now, I told you guys that there were whispers that Wendy and Eddie may have been separated during the time of said alleged fraudulent situation, given that they were emailing each other back and forth. It was rumored that the two of them were not living in the same house during that time. I'm not sure how true that was, but there are rumors circulating that Wendy and Eddie may have been separated during the time that this elaborate scheme set up by Todd allegedly came out. So hence the reason they were emailing each other, telling each other what to do, what to add to said insurance case. Okay. So it said that the alleged fraud stems from an April 2024 burglary report at their Maryland home, but police say that their cameras caught no motion the night that it happened. So it gives that they did lie to police. Even if they get off on the fraud part, they're still going to be charged for lying to police. All right, because literally there was no robbery at your home, no robbery, no burglary, or anything of the sort. Okay, so either way, they're gonna still have to pay. All right. So Eddie, thank you for getting you a lawyer, Joseph Murtha, who represented Bill Clinton in the Monica Lewinsky case, child, whenever she was down on her knees saying, baby, please, in the oral office down at the White House. All right, moving right along. All right, so let's get into some Angela Oakley news. As she talks about, had she went ahead and taken the role on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Bravo called her years ago to be on the show, when all the alleged allegations about her now husband, what's the man's name? Charles Oakley dating Sheree Whitfield. Y'all know they did date, all right, back in the day. And Bravo was being messy when they went to Angela and Charles to ask them to be on the show. They did decline because at the time they did not want their business out there. They did not want to be on the show. Plus, Angela, she's saying, hey, had I done it back then, somebody would have been getting their ass whooped. But let's let her go ahead and tell you, honey, because she sat down with none other than Candy Burrs for a speak on an interview, and she is spilling tea. So we're going to take a look at it. Shout out to the girls are fighting. So she says that God protected everyone. When I say she, I'm talking about Angela Oakley. She says God protected everyone. It says that Angela Oakley reflects on being approached for Real Housewives of Atlanta when her ex-husband's ex, Sheree Whitfield, was a main cast member. Now, during a recent episode of Candy Burrs' podcast, Speak On It, says that newcomer Angela Oakley opens up about her first season on Real Housewives of Atlanta and shared a surprising behind the scenes what could have been. Now, Angela reveals that Real Housewives of Atlanta producers had actually approached her back in 2017, but nothing ever materialized. They turned the show down. All right. So it said, looking back, she's grateful that it didn't happen. So she's saying, hey, had I been on the show, I probably would have put the pause on Sheree Whitfield, honey. All right. Now, Angela don't say many words, but do I think she might have hands? Those be the ones that tear your ass up, the ones that don't really have much to say, the ones that be quiet, the ones that don't go back and forth with you. And when you push them too far, those be the ones that tear your damn head off. All right, so keep that in mind. For anybody that's out there thinking because somebody quiet and they ain't fighting back on your ass, them be the ones that tear your ass up. So let's keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and get into this video.
Everybody's already talked about the fact that they've asked you to be on our show before.
On what show? Oh, okay.
Prior to this season, I'm saying prior to this season, they had interest in you being a housewife in the housewife, excuse me, in the past.
Right.
Now, I mean, I had heard they had said it was because your husband and Sheree date in the past?
Yeah, they did. They did. And that would have been a juicy storyline. You would have got all the crazy me if you would have casted me there. I was going crazy in 2017. I was the crash out queen. So I'm happy God protected everybody involved. So yeah, I thought, I think that's the lane they would have went in.
Of course, they would have tried to stir the pot.
I'm so grateful. Yeah, because it would have been clink, clink, handcuffs, like that, escort off set. Like, I'm beyond that. I've grown, Riley. I've matured.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're good. But
but why didn't you do the show before?
It wasn't. They didn't offer us a place.
Oh, it was just conversation.
Yeah, it was conversation, and there was interest.
Gotcha.
And yeah, to that point, I'm so grateful. It didn't happen. Yes.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yes, God's timing, for sure.
Go ahead, Rose. Everybody's already talked about the fact that they've asked you to be on our show before.
On what show? Oh, okay.
Prior to this season, I'm saying prior to this season, they had interest in you being a housewife in the housewife, excuse me, in the past.
Right.
Now, I mean, I had heard they had said it was because your husband and Sheree date in the past?
Yeah, they did. They did. And that would have been a juicy storyline. You would have got all the crazy me if you would have casted me there. I was going crazy in 2017. I was the crash out queen. So I'm happy God protected everybody involved.
So let's go ahead and stop it there. What do you guys think about that? So Angela was saying, hey, I would have got buck on somebody had they said something crazy to me. She was ready to tear Sheree head up because word on the street is Sheree was saying some little subliminals back in the day, like, yeah, I dated your man, being real mouthy about the situation. And Angela was like, hold up now, okay? He's mine. You may have had him once, bitch, but I got him all the time. All right, that's that good mocha still for you. Let's move along. Now, we just talked about in my prior video to this one about Towanda, honey, and her evil ways out here. And Tamar has already exposed Towanda for loaning her said money that she's not paid back in order for her to get her home. She said, girl, I know where you stay because I'm the one that put the damn money down for you. Okay, so that you could have a place to stay, right? All right, so in case you guys forgot, because not everybody's seen the video, let me go ahead and refresh you guys' memory. Let me pull it on back up, honey, so y'all can see the ratchet. All right, let's get it. All right, so yeah, there you go. So now we got to pull it back up because not everybody's seen it. So you guys will know what we're talking about. Y'all gonna be like, real, what are you talking about? All right, let's get it, honey. All right. All right, so shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Let's go ahead and replay this video so you guys can be reminded what happened. So Towanda accuses Tamar of sleeping with one of Tony's ex-boyfriends after Tamar called her out for stealing money from her. All right, she calls her you a low down dirty biatch. I said, not biatch, child. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Who gave the man my address? I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. What I am asking about is my child.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
exactly.
My thing, I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards. Help me.
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them
a
few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Bitch. Dirty low down ass bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Man, he said he Towanda.
You know that's a lie.
I swear to God.
That's a lie. Which part are you trying
to? Your man for? You think I
All right, so I'm going to tell y'all here in a minute why Tony stood up on Tamar. We're getting ready to see why. All right. Ooh, and I know why. I can't wait. I can't wait to tell y'all. All right, so let's stop sharing this and let's get to the next part, okay? Because it's levels to this thing, okay? So let's go ahead and share so y'all can see what's going on. Let's share so y'all can see the tea, okay? All right, so according to Braxton Family Values fan page, all right, now they're saying due to ongoing financial issues and back taxes, girl, Towanda Braxton has reportedly transferred ownership of her Georgia home, same one that Tamar put $30,000 down on so that Towanda and her children can have a roof over her head, all right? Says that she transferred the ownership of her Georgia home into her new husband, Sean Hall's name, all right? Now, said that sources claim that the move took place just 15 days after the couple tied the knot. So 15 days after Towanda married this guy, she was having some financial troubles and transferred the mortgage, the ownership of that house that Tamar put the $30,000 for Towanda to own this house over into her husband's house in 15 days after marrying him. Okay. Now, says that according to Tamar, says that she helped Towanda with the down payment, as I just told you guys, on the home and even covered the mover's expenses, but said that Towanda still has not been keeping up with her bills and she's not paid the money back to Tamar as they discussed. All right. It was said that she was on some type of payment plan with Tamar and she has declined to pay Tamar any money back. In addition to, and you guys just heard Tamar say it, Towanda grabbed one of Tamar's credit cards and was stealing money off that as well. So Towanda is coming off as being one of those shitty type of sisters, all right? One of those shifty type of sisters. So $30,000 for her to get this big ass house. Y'all see this house? This is her husband, Sean, that she just married. Okay, not too long ago, the one where she asked Tamar to be the matron of honor on camera, and then behind the scenes, she was behind closed doors, but then on camera trying to say, oh, she don't want to be here. She gonna fuck up my whole wedding if she comes here. But then you told the girl that you didn't want her to be there. We already talked about it. But that's Tawanda's new husband, Sean, all right? So this is who Towanda transferred the house over to. This house right here that Tamar put down the $30,000 in the moving expenses for, over to this boy's name. So say they get a divorce, dude can walk off with her house and have Towanda and her kids out on the street since she transferred ownership over after her sister then gave her $30,000. Ain't that something? Towanda. All right. So let's move along. Speaking of Towanda, I'm just seeing that you guys know blogger Sherelle's World is being sued by Towanda, as well as Tracy Braxton's son, Kevin Jr. Is giving that they're saying Sherelle did a video allegedly about Tracy Braxton's son being an alcohol and maybe being on drugs, which is why he was saying that he was probably acting erratic or something on TV. Also, it said that Towanda was upset about the same video, okay? The same video that was put out with blogger Sherelle's World. So there was some type of communication back and forth for text messages. You guys can go over and look at it on her channel. I'm not going to put it over here on mine, but from what I was seeing, it looks like Towanda and Tracy Braxton's son has launched a lawsuit against Sherelle's World. Okay, crazy, right? This shit's getting wild. But let's continue on. Now, when you guys just heard them talking about somebody sleeping with somebody's man, I took the liberty of being very nosy, because y'all know, child, I got to bring y'all the tea. I got to bring y'all the tea. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put this next topic up so that we can see who was messing with who. Y'all about to gag on this shit. Yeah, buddy. Y'all saw what the production blurted out, or put like a little they hid Tawanda's mouth whenever she told who the person was that slept with Toni Braxton's man. Okay, which man it was that they said that Tamar or Towanda, whoever may have slept with. All right, so let's get into it, because y'all getting ready to Greg. Okay, Greg. I'm sounding like Wanda. Y'all getting ready to gag. Okay. All right, so here's Birdman's dating history. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Look who Birdman, who is now married to Toni Braxton, dated back in 2003. When my mouse is moving. None other than Tamar. Okay. Now up here, Trina, that's rapper Trina. Okay. That's rapper Trina, not Trina Braxton. But right here, look who was dating Birdman in 2003. Now, Toni has already said that she and Birdman have been dating for about 16 years. All right. That's something I didn't know. I did not know she was dating Birdman behind the scenes for 16 years. But Tamar Braxton, sis, was dating Birdman back in 2003. Now, they're saying that the little situationship that they had was very brief. But the fact of the matter is she dated him. She know how he is in bed. She was talking sweet nothings. Y'all know how it is when you dating, honey. He done gave her gifts. He done been kissing all up on her, and is now married to her sister, her oldest sister, Toni Braxton. So how does that work? How you going through the Braxton sisters like that, Birdman? So y'all see here, that says that Birdman briefly dated the younger Braxton sister, Tamar, during a period when both were rising fast in different music lanes. Though short-lived, the relationship was a blip in hip-hop meets R&B crossover tales. Y'all see that? There's some tea for y'all. All right, now somebody else that Tamar dated. Tamar, let's go ahead and pull this up. And somebody actually saw this go down. Tamar dated a man who was married, and he is related to someone in the industry. Now it was rumored that Candy slept with this man, but that's not factual. Okay. Candy slept with Jermaine Dupri, which was her producer / boss, but Tamar slept with Jermaine Dupri's daddy, and he was married during the time that Tamar slept with him, and the wife got wind of it and came up to the studio and put paws on Tamar in the elevator, and the brat is getting ready to tell y'all what had happened. Shout out to Gary with the T and Ricky Smiley up over there. All right, y'all ready? Let's get it.
Braxton sent out a subtle tweet as an episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta aired of K. Michelle recounting their abuse, telling right, oh, honey, have fun and let this girl, honey, sell her fairy tale. That's what she said about K. Michelle with Miss K. Michelle. And like that. But anyway, to make a long story short, honey, K. Michelle said, y'all, that Tamar Braxton had an affair with a married man. And I think he may have been Brad's uncle or whatever. It's being reported that K. Michelle said that Tamar had an affair, y'all, with Mr. Mullen, Jermaine Dupri's daddy. Did Brad get anything about that?
There you go.
Well, girl, that's what she said.
Is that ain't the man that owned the record store in Chicago?
Nah, that's George. That's George Daniels. Michael Malden is Jermaine Dupri's dad.
That's the Brad.
Now, honey, that was the most damaging y'all accusation, honey, from K. Michelle about Braxton. When she revealed y'all that K. Michelle chatted with Madison, y'all, in a recent show. Now, according to K. Michelle, Braxton once had an affair with Michael Malden, a music record executive, and the wonderful father of super producer Jermaine Dupri. Now, she said, you can't keep going around, honey, talking about nobody, honey. When she said you're sleeping with a damn married man, honey, when you were sleeping with a married man, she said you were sleeping with Jermaine Dupri's daddy. Now, how you sleep with Jermaine Dupri's daddy and get your butt beat by Jermaine Dupri's mama in an elevator? She said, but honey, you want to talk to me? She said, you want to talk about me?
Nope. Jermaine Dupri's mama is Mama Tina. So that did not happen.
Well, she didn't call no name. She just said the mama.
That's not his mama.
The mama?
That did happen. I happened to be in that elevator, but
oh, did you, Brad?
Brad was in the elevator?
I happened to be in that elevator.
You what?
So the whole Beyonce thing that definitely happened. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, so who was
but that ain't Jermaine Dupri's mama. That's Michael Malden's ex-wife.
Ex-wife. Okay, well, we're gonna say it's not his mama.
Oh, y'all was in the elevator. What happened?
Ooh, Lord,
so who won? Did Tina win or did Jermaine? I mean, or did,
it was
Tamar?
not my Tina. Let's get that clear. That's
Tina.
like my other mama.
Yeah. Okay, what happened though?
Lord Jesus, no comment.
You was already on the elevator.
I was in the elevator.
You had to say something.
I was in the elevator, honey.
Well, who started? All right, tell us who started the fight.
It was just a situation, and Michael Malden's ex-wife was a little fed up, and just went down in the elevator.
Did everybody's hair stay on?
Yeah, I mean, was it bigger fight than Beyonce them, or this one was a little bit more subtle?
It was a few more people in the elevator.
Where would that be? They couldn't swing it because they had no room.
No, it wasn't really. Yeah, oof.
So y'all had to. So who did you have to hold when you broke it up?
Yeah,
I ain't had to hold nobody. When it opened, I exited the elevator. Stage left. I ain't got nothing to do
but
with
did
it.
Tamar lose her wig, or did that anything have to do with her lips or anything?
Not that I recall. This was a while ago.
But it was memorable though. You did remember that Tamar.
What floor was y'all going to?
I have no idea. We was
Look, damn it, Brad.
We was at some kind of big event. I don't know. I don't remember.
Did you have on a ball gown when they was going to the event or what?
You know how many events we went to? No, it was years ago, and it was a big event, and it went down in the elevator, and thank God it went down when the elevator was about to open.
Okay, was the elevator going up or down? Just something.
I can't remember if it was going up or down.
Did you walk out the elevator when it stopped, or you stayed in?
She got out.
Okay, I mean it was going down then.
So what floor was y'all going to?
I don't know. I think it was like only a couple.
Who mashed the up and down button?
Yeah, because you sound like you was close to the button, Brad.
I was close to the button. I didn't push the button. The buttons was already
pushed. Did the elevator have music or no music?
Yeah. No music.
They steady trying to get something out of Brad, but she was in the elevator when Jermaine Dupri's wife, now ex-wife, Jermaine Dupri's daddy's ex-wife, got on there and confronted Tamar about messing with her husband. And word on the curb is that Jermaine Dupri's ex-wife beat up Tamar. Tamar got her ass beat that day in the elevator for messing with Jermaine Dupri's daddy's husband. Jermaine Dupri's daddy, okay, because the wife got upset.
In the place. It was a big old place. It was music in the place. It was a music industry event.
Was it K. Michelle music or Tamar's?
Oh, it was neither one of their music in the event. It was like a bunch of different music plays. Shut up, Gary.
I need to know, honey. So, what was Tamar wearing? Did you recall?
I don't know what that lady was wearing. I don't know what none of them was wearing.
Eva, what's Tamar's song's name again?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, she don't remember that song. But the color today is Brilliant White.
So y'all heard it right there. So there was a fight. There was a fight that went down because Tamar was dating this man. All right, dating Jermaine Dupri from So Def, Jermaine Dupri's daddy, who was then married at the time. Okay, and she also dated Birdman back in 2003, who now is married to her oldest sister Tony. That's got to be weird. I can't imagine. I can't imagine one of my siblings messing with somebody I ever was with. That's just not the thing to do. But let's get into some more Braxton news. This is like we breaking down the fourth wall, honey, on these Braxtons today, baby. Child, ain't gonna be no more secrets when I finish. We ain't leaving no stones unturned up in here. All right, so let's get to the next one because this brother, we can't leave the brother out, right? We can't leave the brother out. Now there were rumors that brother was abusive towards his daughters. All right, which is why there have been multiple cease and desist filed against his sisters so that his daughter, Ashley Braxton, don't get on there and tell all his business and all the shit that he was doing. So Michael Braxton is not innocent, okay? And you guys also know that they said that a family member inappropriately touched and did some things to Tamar when she was a young girl. She's not named who that person was, but they said it was someone that was very, very close to them in their family, okay, in their home. So it's got to be the brother, right? Just by process of elimination, allegedly. Okay, now let's get into it again. Shout out to what is that? Ekanines Yamila said that it has been alleged that the brother of the Braxton sent multiple cease and desist letters to Tamar Braxton, asking her not to feature his daughter, Ashley Braxton, on her podcast or family TV show. It said that sources indicate that Tamar sought advice from her attorney, who informed her that she was allowed to have her niece on the show as long as his name was not mentioned. Said that the situation is distressing as it suggests that the family has been dealing with a multitude of secrets, and cover-ups, and has attempted to silence a significant number of victims. Yes, Tamar was, I think they said she was molested and or maybe touched by a very close family member in their home. So it's got to be, I wouldn't think none of the sisters would do no shit like that. I think that it might be something with the brother, but it was alleged that the father, Michael Braxton Jr., was abusive towards his daughters. Y'all know his other daughter passed away in 2023. She passed away in 2023 because she had a drug overdose. All right, her sister Ashley has already co-signed that, so I can say it because she did openly say that on Tamar's podcast. But it says that this brother, and we see him sporadically on the show, but not much. He doesn't really want much to do with the show because I feel like a lot of the secrets is a lot for him. Okay, but it was alleged that it could have been him that was the person that was inappropriately probably touching probably his baby sister. We'll say it that way. So yeah, what do y'all think about that? They say he sent out multiple cease and desist. He was making sure his name don't get brought up in shit because he got a lot of skeletons and shit he's hiding as well and sitting on. Now, he wound up leaving his wife and he got married to another woman who then became the stepmother of his two daughters. All right. And then he also has other kids. I think the woman that he married had some kids as well. But yeah, so it sounds like the girls were saying that they went through some abusive situations with their father, which is why, and when his daughter at 16 years old went to Trina's house for a little spell, that's when that situation went down between the 16-year-old Ashley, the niece, and Gabe, which is Trina's now late husband, who's no longer with us because he passed away from cancer. But he did something inappropriately with Ashley. And of course, Trina, they were saying Trina didn't believe her and Trina kind of maybe blamed her. But Trina said, oh, I embraced her and I was there for how? You were not there for her because you're still making excuses for Gabe. But so this brother, he's the one who was sending out all these damn cease and desist to the sisters and to everybody for them to keep his name out their mouth because he don't want his shit to slip out as well. Y'all hear that? Cover-ups, a multitude of secrets and cover-ups has been attempted to be silenced, by a significant number of victims. All right. All right, let's continue because we ain't done now. All right, so we got that. There was something else I want to talk about. All right, hold on. We got that. We got that with the brother. I thought I had something else, y'all. Hold on. I told y'all about the Sheree World situation with Towanda and Tracy's son, Kevin Jr., is getting ready or have already, I think, is suing Sheree's World, you guys. Shout out to Sheree World because, that's why I heard it. I was scrolling. I said, hold on, what Towanda suing her for? So, yes, for a video that they sent Sheree did and Kevin Jr., which is Tracy's son, there was a text message exchange between Sheree's World and Tracy's son where he was telling Sheree off, like he went off on her ass. And he was saying that he did not have an alcohol and drug issue, which was what was, I think Sheree was saying about him, which explained or that she thought was the reason why he was acting so erratic, maybe when he was on the show or whatever. But Towanda, she involved herself and she also decided that she was going to sue Sheree's World, I think, for defamation or some shit like that. Y'all go over there and look at it yourself, but honey, that's what she's saying on her show over there. I was like, damn, the Braxton's coming after her ass. They coming after every damn body. All right. But what y'all think about these crazy ass secrets? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Tamar calling out Towanda for being a thief, and then Towanda opening her big mouth saying, well, you slept with one of Tony's men, but as it looks like Tamar had him first. Tamar Tamar had Birdman first because she dated him all the way back in 2003, even though it was brief. Okay, even though it was brief, she still dated him first. And then Tony wound up dating him for 16 years and then marrying him. And 30 days after the wedding, she decided to go and file for divorce and ask for 160 million, at which then they said she withdrew the divorce and they decided they were going to stay together. Maybe because she knew she wasn't going to get no 160 million from him, because y'all know she is dealing with some financial issues where she's continuously filing for bankruptcy herself. So it looks like, and I told you guys before, that Tamar is the moneymaker in their family, and she's the one that's pretty much loaning out all this money, taking care of people. She's taking care of the mama, taking care of the daddy. Obviously, Towanda is getting a lot of money over there because she's giving her that 30,000 plus. She's been stealing money over the years from Tamar's credit card, according to Tamar, and ain't paying none of that shit back. And she's stolen clothes as well. I told y'all in my other video where she was seen, Tamar had a whole arm full of clothes that Towanda stole from her house, that she took up out of Tawanda's house. When Towanda was like, hey, y'all come and take a look at my house, as if they hadn't seen it already, especially Tamar, if she put down the money, right? But damn, what y'all think about this, y'all? What y'all think? What up, PBE? Thanks for stopping by, love. What y'all think about this? I swear I thought I had another topic, y'all. I'm tripping. Or was I just talking so fast? Y'all know I be talking fast. But yeah. So Tamar also, as I told you guys, dated Jermaine Dupri's daddy. Like, that shit is yucky. But hey, give me 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure I ain't leave nothing out. Because, baby, Friday night is like giving so much tea, honey. Damn. All right, hold on. I'll make sure I ain't leave nothing out before we get up off this. What y'all think about Angela Oakley saying, honey, she was going, what? Oh, Lord, let's look at this Drea Kelly thing, honey. I won't even gonna talk about her ass with her fake crying ass. Let's get on to this child. Drea Kelly, I want her to go sit her ass down because you were not a victim, baby. You were not a victim. If any of you guys actually watched the documentary with R. Kelly, honey, you already know, Drea Kelly, you are not a victim, baby. You are not a victim. I have looked at this from beginning to end, baby. You're not a victim. You were the one that was babysitting the little girl that did the P tape with your husband. That's supposed to be your goddaughter. You supposed to be watching her, and I feel like you sat back and watched this little girl get taken advantage of. How the hell you watching her when you locked up in the bedroom and she downstairs in the Colorado room getting banged out at 16? You knew R. Kelly bought this girl a whole PT Cruiser as her first car for why? You knew some shit was going on. Ain't no way in hell you could stay in the house with a man and not know he doing something downstairs in your own house. Lying ass. All right, but Drea Kelly calls out the Black community selective support, said that when you look like Cassie, people pay attention. But where was Keke Palmer's hashtag? Child, shut up. Let's get into what she had to say.
About what I went through, but I understand what I do. I understand that. So no offense to you, but to the ones who want to play in my face, he gets to say allegedly. Yeah, social media has brought it to the forefront, but I just want to say this, and I need us as a community not to be offended when I say it, but let's wake up and take our blinders off when I say this. Yes. It's really amazing that women like myself could come forward. Keke Palmer can come forward with a whole video of her getting flipped over an entire couch. But when you look like Cassie, we pay attention. Wow. Okay? Mm-hmm. So we need to start being real as a community. We pick and choose who we want to celebrate and advocate for based even upon the way they look. Wow. Did we advocate for Kim Porter in the same way? Did we advocate for Keke Palmer in the same way? Did we advocate for Drea Kelly in the same way? Because I've seen so many celebrities come forward, hashtag Cassie, we love you, we here for you. Where was the hashtags for Keke?
Where was the hashtag for the victims that your husband violated? What was that? Did you do any? Because you did do a video saying, oh, yeah, you were pumping R. Kelly music. Oh, yeah, that's my baby daddy. You were praising him after all these allegations came out where he was doing these women wrong, locking them in rooms, making them shit and piss in buckets. You, ma'am, knew about these said things, and you stayed because it was more comfortable for you to ride around with the double R's and the headrest, okay, and the chinchilla jackets on and living the lifestyle, being able to fly on private jets versus moving your ass up out of there and not playing victim and seeing other women coming up in there just like you knew that Sparkle was sleeping with your husband at the same goddamn time. Don't get me started because I know this story, honey. I don't need no fucking notes with this. You knew Sparkle. Y'all remember Sparkle back in the day that sung the song Better Be Careful? Y'all know who Sparkle is, was coming up over there, booed up with your husband while your ass was upstairs. She tried, Drea always tried to act like she's oblivious to things that happen right up under her nose. Like, it's so weird to me. It is so weird to me how she come out and play victim, and she want everybody to believe that she was done so wrong when all you had to do was leave. R. Kelly was always on tour most of the time that y'all were married, so you had plenty of time to leave. Like, who was keeping you there? I keep saying that nobody even knew for a long time that Drea Kelly was even married to R. Kelly. Like, that's just how irrelevant you were, Drea Kelly. So you could have at any time packed some things in a bag with your children and got your ass in one of them nice cars and drove your ass away and told R. Kelly, I'm filing child support on your ass and I'm filing for divorce and I want alimony since you ain't want me to work. But you didn't do that because it was more pleasant for you to stay in a fucked up situation and then wait until the shit and the chips fall for you to claim victim. That's what it gives. So all these ugly cry videos that she's doing and all these victim shaming and blaming and all this shit and where was this and where was this? Child, you trying to do the color card now. We felt bad for Keke. I did a whole video on Keke Palmer when she went through that bullshit with her baby daddy, who she's now back with, who joined the army. Okay, I said, yeah, that's a great place for you to go. You want to do all this fighting on women, go fight for your country. So bravo to you, sir, for going to fight for your country and keeping your hands off your baby mama. Okay. Yes, we all advocated for Cassie as well. I did a video on her as well, okay, as I do for any woman that's ever been in a situation of DV. We do advocate for that over here. I don't know what nobody else do on their channel, but what I do know is that Drea Kelly, baby, you are not a victim, okay? I don't care how you curl your hair. I don't care how you cross your legs. At the end of the day, baby, you put yourself in that situation. You married R. Kelly knowing his dumb ass couldn't read, all right? But you coddled him. You were on the back of that bus when he was with Aaliyah. You was one of the dancers. Do we need to go all the way back there? Because we can. You were a dancer for R. Kelly when he was misappropriating, doing misappropriate things to Aaliyah at 16, 17 years old, bitch. And it was said that you was back there in those beds, in the back of that bed on the bus, on the tour bus, with the other women having unmentionable things done as well. And when Aaliyah left and went on over to Black Ground Records with her uncle, then you stepped up into Aaliyah's place and married him. I feel like for a cover-up, because he never introduced you as his wife. We never knew that you were his wife ever until you was getting ready to get divorced. Now imagine that. You had to go on a whole show. What was it? R&B, whatever the name of that damn show was. Whatever that damn show was, you had to be on a show and tell everybody that you were R. Kelly's wife. And even they were sitting there like, what? When was that? We didn't know you was R. Kelly's wife. We didn't know he had a wife. Girl, get out of here. But let's go ahead and read up on this bullshit. Drea Kelly, girl, I have nothing for you. I mean, absolutely nothing for you. This is the fakest person I've ever seen in my life. And lie so bad. You lie like this area rug in my bedroom. But let's get into it, honey. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly. And if you hate R. Kelly that much, even after your daughter, okay, even after your daughter came out to say that R. Kelly violated her when she too was a child, touching her inappropriate, you still got this nigga last name for why? Because it's bringing you money, fame, and attention, and jobs and interviews. You're using it to monetize from. You won't go back to your maiden name, even though you carry the same last name of the person who violated your kids and fucked up your oldest daughter to where she want to be a fucking boy. But let's get into it. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly, recently opened up in an interview with the Merge TV Network podcast, where she addressed what she sees as selective support within the Black community when it comes to believing and standing by ABU survivors. Now, I said that during the conversation, Drea didn't hold back. She says that she said that the Black community, tends to pick and choose which women they rally behind, and that looks and complexion often play a major role. Now, she goes on to say that the Black community picks and chooses who they believe and support, according to Drea. Says that when you look like Cassie, people pay attention. But where was Keke Palmer's hashtag, girl? Said that she also says that nobody said anything when Kim Porter was allegedly being ABU'd, and that she's thankful that Tina Turner did not tell her story in this day and age. Girl, Tina Turner has a movie about her story. Are you trying to get one too? Is this why you keep popping out, trying to be now the advocate for DV women? And when you were right there watching the shit go down, like, hello? Girls were saying they didn't eat for days. if they pissed off R. Kelly, and then you turn right around and say, oh, he locked me in rooms too, and I didn't get to eat for a couple of days, and I had to knock on the door when I wanted to come out. You didn't have to do that. Again, R. Kelly was on tour the majority of the year, several months. So was there security stopping you from leaving the house at any point in time? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to find a bone in my body to have some type of sympathy for Drea Kelly, but she lies so motherfucking much. I just can't, okay? I just cannot. I can't. And y'all know I do advocate for women, but this one right here on my screen, baby, I cannot. I really feel like you helped this shit along. You knew more than what you're telling, and you knew how to get your ass up out of there real quick when they came down on R. Kelly, and you separated yourself from him so that your ass wouldn't go down with him, okay? But I still feel like they need to spin the block on your ass if you did not get some type of clemency, whatever they call that shit, for cooperating with the feds and the damn police when all this shit went down. I feel like you might have gave your little statement on the side so your ass wouldn't go to jail too, and you dodged that good old jail time. So now you feel like you out of the woods. You doing all these interviews now to stay relevant with the Kelly name. Goodbye, girl. Get off my screen. And that's my show for today, honey. I had dragged her ass just a little bit because, baby, Drea Kelly, you get nothing from me. Absolutely nothing, honey. And if I ever get to interview you, it's going to be all the way up and stuck, baby. I'm going to ask all the hard questions, and we're going to always hold you accountable right here. All right. Let's get on out of here, though. Thank you so much to all of my top flight mods. Okay. True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank you guys for doing an awesome job. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the content creators that may have stopped by here. Queen Speaks TV. Thank you so much. Shay P, JCD Creations, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Didi. Thank you so much, Janetta Speaks, Black Women in the Building. If you're here, thank you so much, as well as Schoolboy in the house. All right. If you guys are here, thank you guys so much for being here. Those are my usuals. Let me get back to my main screen. Thank y'all so much for coming over and supporting. Also, my Caramelians. Y'all know I love y'all down as well. Thank you guys so much. Somebody said she needs to be drugged. Y'all need to stop. I ain't trying to say that. All right, hold on. Because I wanted to show you guys this before we got out of here. Okay, so y'all can go over there and see it for y'all self. Because I was like, hold up. Everybody getting sued around here, child. Ooh, honey. I'm going to show y'all this before we get out of here. And y'all can, if you want to give her a view, I don't know. All right, if y'all want to give her a view, I don't know. I'm gonna just share my screen right here and go pull it up because, child, I was like, hold up. Okay, y'all see it right here? Oh, so it says again. So this is the second time she's being sued, y'all. This is the second time Sherelle's World is being sued by the Braxtons, it looks like. So it says she said again. So 1 hour ago she did a video, and right here looks like is the. Well, I just had my, there you go. So here's the text message that she showed between she and Kevin Jr., where he was arguing back and forth with her. So if y'all want to see what it said, y'all can go up over there. That's her stuff. Y'all go in, y'all can look at that. But I was seeing as I was scrolling that it says Towanda Braxton and Kevin Jr. to sue Sherelle's World again. If somebody do something again, that means it was already happened, right? So yeah, it's given that she's being sued again by the Braxtons for a video that she did alleging that Kevin Jr. Was alcoholic or maybe on drugs or some shit like that. And Towanda is also suing, I think, for defamation for a video that was done where she said something was not factual that was done by Sherelle's World. So y'all can go over there and check it out if you want to. But child, that's what's going down in the DM. All right, shit. Let's get on back over here. Child. Towanda, do you even have money to sue somebody? You should be shooting some of that money over there to your sister right quick, because she's the one that's been giving all this damn money. Do Tamar know you over suing Sherelle with her money that you owe her? Let me go on and shoot Tamar a good old DM right quick. Let her know, girl, do you know where your money is going? Tawanda's gonna be paying you back, and she is over here using your money to be suing Sherelle. Let me go over there and stir up some bullshit right quick. Y'all know how I do. But thank y'all so much. Let's get out of here. All right. I'm gonna call on the YouTube streets. I might be able to hit y'all one more time. We'll see. It is Friday night. I'm chilling tonight, baby. I told y'all I just washed my hair and tied my hair up in this little silk scarf, baby. It's a wrap for me, okay? But I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. And until the next one, bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go,